Hello, I welcome to UPSC Prelims Chaturya series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we will discuss the daily prelims MCQs from the Hindu, Indian Express and PIB. Let's get started. The first question. Consider the following statements about Ramsar Convention. It is named after the Iranian city of Ramsar, located on the coast of Caspian Sea. Currently, 88 lands from India were listed under the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands of International Importance. Karnataka has the highest number of Ramsar sites in India. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. Recently, Longwood Shola Reserve Forest in Nilagiri Hills and Karaivetti Bird Sanctuary in Ariyalur, both in Tamil Nadu, was placed in the Ramsar Site Network. A Ramsar Site is a wetland that has been designated as a being of international importance. The Ramsar Convention is an international treaty for the conservation and wise use of wetlands. It is named after the Iranian city of Ramsar on the Caspian Sea, where the treaty was signed on February 2nd, 1971. The total number of Ramsar sites in Tamil Nadu is 16, highest in India. The United Kingdom has most number of Ramsar sites in the earth. The world's first Ramsar site was the Cobarth Peninsula in Australia, designated in 1974. The largest site is Rio Negro in Brazil, which is followed by the Giritambo Maindobo in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Queen Maud Gulf in Canada. These sites each cover over 60,000 square kilometers. So the answer is only 2 because Tamil Nadu has the highest number of Ramsar sites in India, not Karnataka. Moving to the next question. With reference to the PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3, consider the following statements. It is a 3-axis attitude controlled platform with power generation, telecommand and telemetry capabilities for supporting payloads. It used the spent PS4 stage of the PSLV C-58 vehicle, which launched ExpoSat on Jan 1st, 2024. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. As per the Indian Space Research Organization, PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 successfully achieved all its payload objectives. About this, the PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 is a space platform. It is a 3-axis attitude controlled platform with power generation and telecommand and telemetry capabilities for supporting payloads. It used the spent PS4 stage of the PSLV C-58 vehicle, which was launched ExpoSat on January 1st, 2024. After achieving all objectives, more experiments with PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 are planned for generating data for future missions, including upcoming PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 configurations. With the orbital decay and re-entry of PSLV Orbital Experimental Module 3 in 3 months, PSLV C-58 ExpoSat mission will be leaving zero debris in space. So the answer is both 1 and 2. Moving to the next question. Martan Sun Temple, recently seen in the news, is located in which state or UT? Option A, Jammu and Kashmir. Option B, Gujarat. Option C, Madhya Pradesh. Option D, Ladakh. Members of little-known Hindutva group forced their way into the Archaeological Survey of India protected Martan Sun Temple recently. About this temple, it is a Hindu temple located near the city of Anantnag in the Kashmiri Valley of Jammu and Kashmir. It is dedicated to the sun god. Martan is another Sanskrit synonym for Surya. It was built by King Lalitaditya Muktapida around 8th century CE. Lalitaditya Muktapida was the third ruler of Karkota dynasty. The main features of this temple, it has a unique architecture where local Kashmiri style is blended with the architectural styles of Gupta, Chinese, Gandhara, Roman and Greek. The temple is located on the top of plateau and has been constructed entirely out of stone. The construction of the main shrine was such that during most of the day's times, especially during sunrise and sunset, the rays would directly fall on the idol. The central shrine and Vimana stands tall at around 60 feet. It features intricate carvings and sculptures that depict various Hindu gods and goddesses. The temple is believed to have been demolished by Sultan Sikandar Shah Miri, who ruled Kashmir from 1389 to 1413. So the answer is option A, Jammu and Kashmir. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding black-crowned night heron. It is found across North America as well as locally in Central America and the Caribbean. As per IUCN, it has an vulnerable. Which of the statements given above is are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one or two. A ringed juvenile black-crowned night heron, which landed recently at a local pond in Impal and died later, was abandoned at the Wishman bird banding station in China's Beijing. About this bird, it is a medium-sized heron with stocky build coral. The scientific name of this Nycticorus. The distribution of this bird, it is found across North America as well as locally in Central America and the Caribbean. The habitat of this black-crowned night heron. Most colonies of the black-crowned night herons are associated with large wetlands. They inhabit a variety of wetlands habitats such as swamps, streams, rivers, marshes, mudflats, and the edge of lakes. The features of this bird, it has a stocky body with a comparatively short neck and legs. It has a black crown, a grey body, and bright and red eyes. Females and males look alike, but females are little smaller. They are social at all times of the year, frequently associated with the other species of the herons. It is a migrating species. The diet of these birds, it is an opportunistic feeder. Its diet consists mainly of fish, though it is frequently rounded out by other items such as leeches, earthworms, aquatic and terrestrial insects. The conservation status of these IUCN Red List least concern. So the answer is one only. As per IUCN Red List, it has a least concern. Not vulnerable. Moving to the next question. Consider the following statements about budget. The term union budget is mentioned in the Constitution of India. This projection of financial status for an upcoming period, outlining planned expenditure and the corresponding methods of financing. Lok Sabha cannot vote on the expenditure charged on the Consolidated Fund of India but can only discuss it. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. The budget, which is a statement of the estimated receipts and expenditure of the government for a particular year, is referred to in Article 112 of the Indian Constitution as the annual financial statement. It is a projection of financial status for upcoming period, outlining planned expenditures and corresponding methods of financing. However, the term budget is not mentioned in the Constitution. The budget keeps the accounts of the finances of the government for fiscal year. The Lok Sabha cannot vote on the expenditure charged on the Consolidated Fund of India but can only discuss it. The union budget is divided into revenue budget and the capital budget. In the union budget, the disbursement and receipts of the government comprises the various types of government funds in India, namely Consolidated Fund of India, Contingency Fund of India, and the public account. The Economic Survey of India is released ahead of the presentation of the budget. So the answer is only two because the term union budget is not mentioned in the Constitution of India. Thank you. This is the today's session.